Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Stone Genius Podcast. My name is Ro. I'm the Stone Genius. You know me. I'm often stoned. I'm always a genius. I have a very special guest in studio. We have a remote guest too, but in studio, I have a very special guest. It is my youngest child. I know them as TMJ5K. Welcome to the program, Trinity. You can talk over it.
I said you could talk over it. You can. Hello, talk now.
It's loud as hell.
Hold on. Why? Oh. Okay, hold on. Can I hear you now?
You are so loud.
Oh. I'll be quiet.
Just turn it down.
No, I don't want to turn it down. How about turn your headphones down? Wouldn't that be weird? How about if this was your dad's real voice? Trinity, you're in trouble. Get over here now.
You know someone else is on this podcast,
Oh, shoot.
right?
That's right.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. My name's Ro. Also, welcome to the program, 918 Slasher. What's up, buddy? Hello? Did we lose him already? Oh, heck. Okay, I'm back. So we now have 918 Slasher back. See, I babbled on too long. I lost him. So hurry before I lose you again. What's up?
What's good, everybody?
Not much. So, okay, first things first, because Trinity kept saying, they kept asking, they're like, what are we going to talk about? So who
It's a
reached
valid
out
question,
to who
first of
reached
all.
out to who first? Because at one point Trinity said that you all were in contact with each other, but I don't remember if I ever even asked the question or was told how this came
Wait,
to.
do you not remember, dude?
I smoke. I don't feel weird. I feel weird talking about this on the podcast, looking at you about my drug use, but I do a
Why
lot.
you do it in front of me?
I smoke a lot of pot.
Correct.
And sometimes it causes my memory to be less than adequate. So let's pretend like I didn't know this. No, I've never heard this story. So how did this happen?
You texted him, and I said that he could hit me up if he wanted, and he did.
So,
Yeah.
but how did
I asked something about how tall he was. I know that's how it started.
okay. I do remember that now.
Yeah.
See, it's always it's not that I'm trying to forget or don't remember. It's like I need the trigger of what, and that's what it was. I do remember that, and so I sent, and then that's right. So this is wow. So I'm kind of whatever. So I don't know. You have a guitar now.
Yeah.
Which you didn't have before you started talking to 918 Slasher. So 918 Slasher, are you going to? Have you ever thought about having a guitarist
Please, no.
when you go
No.
to a live? I mean, Machine Gun Kelly has female guitars, and they were awesome. Trinity and I went to that show. Has that been 2 years ago now? It's been longer than that,
Almost.
or it's only been 2.
It'll be 2 years in July.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. So you're gonna use a guitarist in your live shows.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially, I mean, you heard that one track that you laid the intro on. That's just got heavy guitar, so hell yeah.
You know, that was so much fun. And when I finally just was like, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, and just went for like 20 minutes or however long it was, I was like,
Yeah,
there's got to be
yeah,
something
you did.
there. And
And I listened to every minute of it. Every minute of it, I listened to it.
I'm sure. I know where. Did you share that with Trinity?
I didn't listen to it.
Okay.
I've heard the song, though.
Have you not listened to it because you're afraid what the non-usable versions I sang were?
I don't
Or
know if
talk-
I have it, if I'm being honest. You might have sent it to me, though.
Okay.
Nah, I didn't send the full version, but like I know this man tried to bust a few freestyles and that
Oh,
shit. I was
Lord.
like astonished.
Well, and so here's my problem. Okay, that's an understatement. All of my freestyling generally has to do about my wife, Trinity's mom. So Trinity doesn't get to be shared with most of the freestyles that I come up with. In fact, last week, was it a week ago? that I came in from outside singing?
I think I need to tell this story.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm sitting in the public area of our house, mind you, public area, communal area.
Hell yeah.
Sitting with my mother at the kitchen table, and he comes in from outside, obviously smoking, and he is remixing the song Ski Yee by Sexy Red and says, "Bobby, I want to stick it in." And comes around the corner and looks me dead in the eyes and goes, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "Yeah, you're really not, though. You're just sorry I heard."
Okay, so a couple things. When I come in, our fireplace sticks out kind of like a peninsula, so I can only see half the kitchen table. Yes, should I take into consideration someone could be on the other half of the kitchen table? Because all I could see was Bobby. And here's the second thing. If I wasn't going to rhyme stick it in, then your mom's middle name shouldn't be Lynn. Because it's hard for me when I say Bobby Lynn to have any other finish than it's going to be stuck in. I don't know what. I don't know where. I don't know how often. Your face is
It
not.
needs to be noted his biggest grievance with me moving back in was that he can't walk around naked. So
Okay.
Fair enough.
First of all,
you can't tell me I'm wrong.
no, and I think that I'm the
You're the victim.
Yeah, I'm the victim here. Okay. Seriously, I can't express my freedom, my bodily freedom. So, I mean, and here's the thing. It's not like I'm some Neanderthal or baboon. I cover my ass. We have I'll sit on blankets. It's not like I'm raw dogging the furniture.
Okay, but I want none of that.
Right.
Raw dogging the furniture.
He's fucking the couch, dude. Totally fucking the couch.
That's a new T-shirt. Raw dog in the furniture. But here's the thing. So
this is why I don't sit on our couch. I don't hang out here.
Raw dogging the furniture. That's deadass gonna be my next album. You bullshit, you know it.
And you'll no, I can't. Now I can't unsee your album cover.
Bro, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be so fire. I'm gonna need you to I need a whole photo shoot.
You want an OnlyFans? Why are you against this?
I want to say that I'm really trying to look out for Trinity's best interest. I feel like at 21, they should be out in the world and not here to see their dad walk around naked.
I am disabled.
You are disabled.
What are you gonna say?
But for being disabled, you seem to. I just
You don't want me here.
No. That's not it at all. I love having you here. That next year, our place is going to be large enough that I will have a naked quarters that I'll be able to walk around. And then it'll be almost like a mirror image the rest of the house. So I'll be able to feel naked that I'm in the house, but then I'll be able to be clothed and spend the time with the family as well. And I will let you know this, BT Dubs. Do people still say that?
Lord. You do, obviously.
You do.
Mom is not really that on board with me being naked all the time.
That's why she likes me living here.
I know. But, okay, so first of all, I love the electric blanket. And if you sleep with an electric blanket and you wear any type of clothes, try sleeping without clothes once or just get under the covers. Your clothes actually keep the electric blanket off you. So you're actually warmer and, yeah. And Mom and I have had this discussion. So 918, Bobby won't sleep naked because of her fear of our place catching on fire and her having to go outside naked while the firemen show up.
Fair enough.
Well, I've asked.
I think most people would take their clothes off if they saw a fireman.
Well, and my first response was, first of all, how often has our place caught on fire or a place you've lived in? And the answer was 0. And I go, so you're now being clothed at night because of something that's never happened. And I go, and here's the second thing. I guarantee you the way you look, if a fire truck rolls up in our house, our place is on fire, and you're outside naked, none of the firemen are going to look at the fire. They're going to run over and make sure that you're all right first, and they'll get to the fire when they need to. So I don't understand why it's such a big deal. And yes, I do like to be naked. Sometimes I forget.
How do you forget?
I smoke a lot.
That's like
weed.
forgetting that you're. That's like forgetting you're driving. Like
Dude, I've
mid
lived
fucking
back
trip.
at home for 2 years.
Yes, you have.
How do you forget?
Have you met me before?
I mean, sadly, yes.
Yes. So that's how I forget. There shouldn't be any further explanation than that.
Are you gonna forget I've been on your podcast?
No. Nope. I like it when you're on the podcast. We talk about it all the time. And
Literally been on the podcast once.
I know. But it was one of the classics that still gets talked about because of the parental advice I gave you, which is I still think that parents should lead with that more often. Oh, did your parents, 918, or whoever raised you, ever take you aside and say, hey, you should always be prepared for a threesome or orgy because you never know when they could pop up?
I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you. I've never heard that a day in my fucking life.
Well, let me share this with you.
Mind you, this is a man that's never been in an orgy.
Okay, first of all, I don't know whether I've ever had the opportunity for an orgy. I don't
How
think.
do you not?
Like,
There's so many things I feel like you should definitely know that you don't.
yeah, like threesomes, I've had offers for that. And and this is why, because I am prepared. I know that I do not want to be. I never wanted to be before, and Mom can attest, I can barely satisfy one woman. So I'm just kidding. I have
Are you?
Wow.
I have zero desire, but that's what you need to know, because you can be like, oh, I see where this is heading. I should probably either embrace what's next or be like, I bid you adieu. Yeah. So, but I'm glad that it worked out for you. I'm glad. Is that still considered the best parental advice I've given you? Has anything topped that since?
You haven't given me other advice.
I know. It's probably by design. If the advice that you are given and the advice that you heed are both from your mother, that is probably best, in your best interest.
Yeah.
Because once again, how old were you when I gave you that advice? 17,
Freshman
18?
in college. So
18?
I just turned 19.
Just turned 19. Yeah. And for some reason, part of me feels like that was still late to bring that.
Y'all never gave me or Morgan the sex talk. Y'all know that, right?
I know.
You skipped sex and went to orgy.
Well, everyone's having the sex talk. Dude, 918, you have the sex talk?
I mean, no, not really.
I don't think our generation is getting it. Y'all
So-
really failed
Not really,
us.
nah.
So I think part of that may be like, so when I was growing up, you couldn't just, like, literally now you can pull your phone out and look at porn if you want to. And like, and I have a whole episode on when I grew up. It was like Indiana Jones. I mean, you were like going through like trash bins to see, bags of penthouses that were thrown, and they're gross. They were probably mixed in with the trash, but you didn't care because this is the only way you were seeing naked ladies.
Right.
And now it's so much easier. So I think like because we didn't know what was really going on or what was shrouded behind clothes, like parents thought they had to talk to us. Well, now I think parents feel like they're off the hook because, and I don't know. I'm sorry that we never had that talk. Don't have sex.
Okay.
There, we've had it.
I've
So-
already had a hysterectomy, so that ship has sailed.
That's not sex. That's having a baby. Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah. So, okay. Wow. Hold on. I got a sound for that. I know. So, we didn't have the sex talk. Then how did you figure out about sex? Do you know about sex?
Do you remember Sydney from elementary school? basketball team.
Yeah.
She told me what sex was when we were in 5th grade. And I
Okay,
was
hold on
mortified.
though. Hold on.
Her older sister told her.
But was it correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Have you ever 918? What information have you been given by?
Why is this?
Friends-
Why are you trying to give the sex talk now?
I'm not. I just
It
I
really
don't know.
sounds like you are.
I don't know. So I don't even know where my question was. See, you distracted me.
Then don't have me on the podcast.
Oh, you're so distracting. Okay. Hold on. We need to catch up with you. 918. What's been happening since the last time we talked? So a song that I had a track for, or not a track for. I laid 10 seconds. A track. Listen to me.
You're trying too hard.
I know. Really, I am. So what's been going on with you?
Well, kind of just been, sticking to the grind. A couple of eventful things have happened. Got robbed by my by the distribution company that I worked with for 2 years.
That's right. So you were discussing that. So explain kind of what happened to your catalog.
Yeah, so basically, when it comes to this music shit, we have distribution companies that will send their shit out to Spotify and all that bullshit. And the one that I worked with for 2 years kind of robbed me and then kind of banned me off their platform for no reason, and then cleared my discography. So everything that I had on Spotify is kind of gone, but I'm still working on getting everything back up. They just kind of really making it impossible and shit. But that's
So is is it just difficult getting the tracks back up there, or is it?
Yeah, because apparently now my old catalog has all this fucking copyrighted shit that apparently it has all of a sudden, which it never had before, because I don't fucking steal beats or I don't use any unfucking cleared samples and any shit like that. So it's just all a big fuckery, and they're just making it kind of impossible for me. But it is what it is. We vibe.
So does that allow you to start over again and start afresh then? And are you able to insulate yourself from this happening again?
In a way, I mean, I've already kind of been going through a different distribution company, and they have a lot more of supportive claims from just kind of actual mainstream artists and shit that actually started with that company and shit like that. So they're more of a solidified and kind of legitimately, well, they got a lot more legitimate background than the other motherfuckers. And but yeah, nah, it was just whole shit got cleared. It was a big fuckery, but it caused a lot of creative decision making and changes and the inspiration for a lot of just different shit that's really been kind of planned and set in stone and shit. And it's inspired a lot, and it may have knocked us down and shit like that, because it didn't just set me back, it set back the whole fucking team, because everybody was using that shit. So knowing that it basically just turned out to be one big fucking pyramid scheme.
Right.
Not everybody's got to leave that shit. The whole business plan that we built up for 2 years has to be fucking rethought of on the spot and all that shit. And that's kind of what we've been doing the past couple months, kind of just bouncing back and forming a new plan and all this type shit. And yeah, no, just going through the recovery process of the setbacks that it gave us, but we're bouncing back harder and better than ever. And the shit that we got, we're everything that we lost on a statistic level. Well, it'll all be back before any of us could even. It's gonna happen sooner than we think. Basically, I don't know. It's not really bothering me too much, but I know that happened. And besides that,
So have you gotten you had talked about maybe touring, doing some live dates from the last time we talked that was going to be out in the future. Have you set any of those dates? Has anything of that materialized?
I got some venues in mind that some of them I've been calling, and I've been having some conversations. I don't have a solidified list of dates yet, but I got some things in the works, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know that Trinity and I said that we would make the trip, that once you finally did a live show that we would go.
Hell
Right,
yeah.
Trinity?
Hell
Don't
yeah.
give me a stink eye like that.
Dude, I'm tired.
I know you are.
Past my bedtime.
What?
Past my bedtime.
I know it is. So, Trinity,
What up?
you are in the middle of your spring break.
Yep.
You're in your junior year.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Junior and a half.
Junior year and a half. What are you looking forward to between the end of the school year? Well, what are you looking forward to between now and the beginning of next school year? Between the end of the school year and summer, what do you?
Those are two different questions.
Okay, answer one at a time then. I do compound questions. That's what I do.
Lord. I don't know if I'm gonna take classes over the summer. That'd be kind of lame, but then I'd also graduate earlier, so.
It would. Is that just because you're burnt out? And I get that. I mean,
yeah, I just physically don't even have energy to like do school most of the time.
yeah, I
I
understand
just
that.
want it over with.
I know. I haven't even asked. Do you like it when I ask about your grades or not about your grades? Because I always, I never know, because I used to be like, oh, good luck on it. Don't tell me good luck on a test.
No, I don't care.
So, so can I ask how you're doing this semester?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me, I'm getting ready to, I have 2 buttons. I don't know which one I'm going to hit. How are you doing?
You want me to go class by class?
No, just tell me, what do you think, what's your GPA for this semester going to be?
Well, my current GPA is 3.92.
Hold on, we'll let it go.
This is terrible.
Yeah. Let it get creepy. Because I was ready to go this direction. I'm glad I didn't have to.
You really thought for me you'd have to do that? by
No, but if Mo was on the program,
now? That's so mean. That's so mean.
Well, so here's the thing. So sitting behind me when Mo and I graduated the same year, and I got Student of the Year from my university. And when I said I was being awarded that, I believe Mo's answer was, don't expect that coming from me. So it's not like, I didn't mean it like that. No one's a student like you are, Trinity.
Pretty cool.
Trinity was literally, Trinity was the best child I could ever have. Both you and Morgan. I mean, well, neither one of you did I have to like help study, because I would have been, that was not my forte. My forte is knowing information and sharing it in a shitty way to make others feel bad, but not in a way to help you grow educationally. So Morgan was very, very studious. Morgan, we never had to ask Morgan because we always saw Morgan studying, Mo. Trinity, on the other hand, you wouldn't see a book for weeks, and you'd be like, how's everything at school? Fine. Okay. And I mean, it's straight A's. I mean, so we couldn't ever be, it's like, I think actually once I actually had implored you to just look like you were studying. Can you just sit at the table and like scribble in a notebook for like a half an hour so I think you're studying? And you're like, nope. And that's fine. I shouldn't have been like that. I thought I was being like my parents. So I was the same way that my parents never saw me studying, but that's because I literally was not studying. So I should have been studying like Morgan, but I wasn't. I was just showing up for tests.
I'm surprised you showed up.
Well, I graduated high school with a 2.09. I know. And
Your name is the Stone Genius?
Yeah. Hold on. Most outstanding student, University of Alaska Fairbanks. Yeah.
I go to that school too.
I
Low
know. Are you
standards.
going to get one of
Low
these?
standards.
Are you going to get one of these?
No.
Okay. Then I don't think you should be talking about their standards.
What was my high school GPA?
Okay, I got to stop right now because I think that I should be a pilot. I listen to one of my podcasts and I go, a lot. Like, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the taxi runway.
You're deflecting.
I am. What were we talking about?
What was my high school GPA?
Like 4.8? 4.7. What?
4.78.
Yeah, on a scale of 4.
Correct.
So yours was over twice mine.
Yeah. Loser.
Well, you do have a higher IQ. I always say that. I always say that.
No, I was just terrified of disappointing you guys. I had crippling anxiety in high school. That's
Yeah.
why I smoke now.
Yes. That's a good excuse. Hold on. Good excuse. But did we put pressure on you? I mean, hold on. I'm pretty sure I didn't put any pressure on you. I graduated with
you
a
always told me I
2.09.
was smart, so I felt like I had to be smart.
Oh, I always knew. So, Slasher, I have a 136 IQ, and I knew exactly what Trinity's IQ was. I even told them before they ever got tested, which it is, and it's higher than mine, and I always said that. So that's why I said I knew that you were smart. I didn't need you. I don't need you to do stuff to show me you're smart. The reason I went back and got that degree was 2 reasons. A,
It was
someone
paid for.
someone else paid for it, and they paid me to go back and get a degree. So hell yeah. And then it was a chance to prove my parents wrong. Because my parents were always like, oh, you graduated with a 2.09, so you're stupid. Even though I had a
Valid.
genius IQ. My deal was I skipped school all the time. I only showed up for tests. I wasn't doing homework. Why do I need to do homework? I literally can do the test and fucking graduate from high school.
Okay, wait. Did Grandma and Grandpa actually call you stupid?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. They would be like, because they would have a tutor come over, and the tutors literally would say, he knows it better than we do, like math or whatever. And so then
How
They-
was Grandma okay with having a stupid kid? She literally thought I was dumb because I didn't talk. when I was a
well,
baby.
the benefit that I have coming from the dysfunctional family that I come from is my sister had run away during this time.
So they're like, we'll go with what we got.
No, they were more concerned about getting, and Jenny came back safe and everything, but she was gone for
Jenny
a
needs
bit.
to be on the podcast.
I've said that, yeah.
I'll be on the podcast with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Jenny's my homeboy.
I know. Jenny is my sister, so my sister and I were both adopted. We are.
Love you, Jenny.
I love my sister to death. She would do anything for anyone. She is wonderful, but I am 6'5" and thin. My sister is 4'11" and not as thin as I am. She's not. Trinity's trying to give me a weird look.
Bro,
So
you're
we-
gonna get canceled.
By who?
Canceled. I'm gonna get the masses.
Okay. That's something I'm worried about, the masses.
I have a blog. Come for me.
I mean, I don't care about the masses. When have I ever cared about that? Okay. Where was I at? So, but my sister
You're
and
being
I.
an asshole. That's where
No,
you're at.
we don't. I'm saying we don't look anything alike. When we're together, people always are like, who was that? She has dark eyes. She has dark long hair. I have no hair. I have bright blue eyes. So, but we have the same exact sense of humor. And that was the dog in the background whining.
She wants
or
to be
Trinity.
part of it.
Ugh, she's always part of this stinking show. What was I saying?
You're talking about how you look nothing like Jenny. Wow, you're adopted. Crazy.
I know. Yeah. So, but we were adopted. So but our senses of humor are exactly the same. But I was just gonna say that she was gone during most of this time and then what they could do, and it wasn't like school was calling. Like school didn't call and say, "Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Martin, your son is gone." Twofold, because first of all, I would have just answered the phone and I would have been like,
Yes, this is Jim Martin. How may I help you? No, Rodney was ill today. That's why he wasn't in school.
"See," so I would have just taken, which would have been better than,
Hey, yeah, I'm sorry. Rodney wasn't there today because he was smoking the bud. What's up?
You didn't smoke in high school.
I know I didn't.
So, anyhow,
Okay, wait.
what?
Side tangent, including Jenny and Grandma and Grandpa. They sent me to the same conversion camp. basically.
Yeah,
It's not a conversion camp, but it pretty adjacent.
but it's not.
Yeah, you saw me there.
Yeah, it's not a conversion
They
camp.
taught archery. They were doing some stuff.
They
They taught
taught
archery in a church. That seems a little counterintuitive, but
What the fuck?
Yeah, that does seem. I never really
and we
gave
shot
that.
at pictures of ducks. This is like a bad. Like I repressed this shit. I love how they're like, "You're gonna go to a camp." Yeah.
Hey! Here's an idea. Let's don't work it out now.
Why? This is great content.
Is it?
Y'all were like, "Okay, yeah, go to whatever camp Grandma and Grandpa put you in." The fuck?
No. I said when Grandma and Grandpa said we would like to send Trinity to camp, I was like, how long do I get to spend with Bobby alone? They said like, so it was. I just want you to know you're making it sound like we were okay sending you to that camp. We were not. We were okay being alone for a week. Just kidding.
But if we're being dead ass, the camp backfired pretty badly.
It did. Did it reinforce anything?
Yeah, that I never wanted to go in that building again.
Yeah.
Which happened to be a church. Thus, issues arose.
Yes. Oh, I may be.
Bro,
having,
why do they make you sing so much at churches?
I
Like it's
don't know.
very
Oh, God.
cult-esque.
Yeah. So,
Like I think
Mr.
I'm gonna name drop. Kanakuk do kind of be a cult.
That is your personal opinion.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
you're
That's
gonna tell
fine.
me I'm wrong.
I don't know. I haven't been around it. Jenny was there. I don't know. They
Send people away to there.
Yeah, they do.
That's
so
cool.
that's where my sister graduated. So she spent the last, I think it was 2 years down there. So
And I had to spend a summer.
yeah. So
Woo.
yeah. So wow, this spiraled wildly out of control. What were we
How?
talking about that
How?
before? I mean, not wildly out of control, but we're talking about sex talks at the very
Yeah,
beginning
and then
of
we
this.
talked about how your parents called you stupid, and then the difference between you and Jenny. And I talked about a similarity between me and Jenny.
Right.
This is why you need to write stuff down before the podcast so that you know.
I
like, where we're
usually
going.
do, but let's see. What are my notes that I have right now? Morality question mark, and then circled. What did I have circled that you saw today on my notebook?
Rock Hard Rod,
Right.
which Rod is Mr. Stone Genius's favorite nickname.
It is not at all. But in the movie Ricky Stenicki, John Cena's character is Rock Hard Rod. And if someone would have called me Rock Hard and then Rod, I would have been okay with the nicknames. However, it was my parents calling me Rod, and if they would have added Rock Hard on, then I would have been repressing some shit. So, hey, let me ask you this, Mr. Slasher. Did you
I'm sorry,
grow
but
up?
Mr. Slasher makes me laugh.
I love that. I love that.
Mr. 918.
That's good.
Did you grow up in a church environment? Were you around a church? Were you introduced or go at all?
When I was younger, I went to a Seventh-day Adventist church, and then that lasted until I was about like consciously aware enough that the church is kind of just, I don't know, like religion and this, like I don't know, the whole social construct when it comes to like religious communion is kind of just not for me. I'm not like I'm not, it's like me personally, I'm agnostic, so it's like I don't really like, I don't shit on anybody who like has that belief. If that's what makes you happy, fantastic. I don't know. It lasted up until a point I was about like 12 or 13, and I stopped going to church. But yeah, I went to I did when I was younger. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: we're going to continue to go deep. So what do you think about a master creator, a universe? We live in a simulation. What? So
Those are
here,
all like.
well, you could have, and I often I think I live in a simulation, which is why everything's just like nothing's like super good, but nothing's like really super bad for me. It's just like always I'm just middle of the road. But I will say that when I met Trinity's mom, Bobby, literally within 10 hours, 12 hours of knowing her, I knew I was going to I think the words were, I was going to spend the rest of my life. I think a lot of times I misspeak my own words, my recall, because I think, oh, this is the girl I'm going to marry. But I think, because I never even thought of marriage, I don't think. I think I just said, this is the girl I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. And so we've made it 28 years. And if I get struck by lightning tonight, then it would be the rest of my life. Hold on.
We're in a tornado watch.
I know we are. So what I use Bobby as is there's no way I meet her and she stays with someone like me and we have these wonderful kids, blah, 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 yada, yada, without there being some master creator. I grew up in a church. My whole family basically worked within a church confines and things like that. So I was used to being at church for multiple hours on Sundays. So I always grew up with the Christian belief, God, the Holy Trinity, all that fun stuff. But what I can say is whatever there is out there, and I do believe there's something out there, it got Bobby and I together, and that's all I really care about. So, and that's because I believe, because I do have a trouble with some churches, like the branch that we belong to, Methodism. It's splitting right now because some believe that gay people can be part of the church. Some believe they can't. I don't understand why that's even a question. Love is love, in my opinion. So I just happened to fall in love with Bobby. So I was lucky. And I baby trapped her. So lucky me. Hold on. We're
homie one.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing. I feel bad because our whole relationship began on a lie. Because when she's like, "You pulled out, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yeah."
No.
Trinity is trying to anticipate.
Dude, I just dissociate all the time. You guys need to pay for me to go to therapy.
but it's not. It's yeah, sorry.
Yeah, good excuse.
I know. I was trying to. I know. I'm sorry, but here's the thing I will say: love the heck out of your mom. So I'm glad that I've been able to model that for the last 28 years, and I can tell you this: I hope that it happens as quickly as it did with me. That at some point you'll just run into someone, meet someone, and you'll know within 12 hours, and it's not without difficulty, but you'll work it out, and you'll think that things are always better together than they are apart. So I hope that happens for you. I hope it happens as quickly as it did, because I'll tell you, Grandpa Jim, who's gone now, but he used to tell me he had met my mom and said that he knew the night he met her that he was going to marry her. And they got married 10 months later. They were married for 59 years before his passing. Much later in life did I find out that it was much more of a business arrangement, that maybe neither one of them may have been getting married or something. And I don't know, this was going to work out financially, economically. I don't know. I don't know the whole story. But it ended up working out. And I used to always call bullshit on my dad, because I was like, you don't meet someone and know immediately that you're going to spend the rest of your life with them. But then it happened to me. So I was very lucky. So I hope for you, Mr. Slasher, I hope for you, TMJ5K, I hope for that you out there listening, if you haven't found that person already, they're out there and you'll just find them. So that's all I got to say. I get a smile on my face. Have you noticed that every time I talk about mom? My smile. I know, right? Oh, so I did smoke a lot before we started tonight. I will tell you that. Man. So let's see. Okay, so how did I get on? We were talking about mom. We were talking about church. What else were we talking about? Trinity, you're supposed to reel me in on this.
I know
stuff.
every single point we've talked about. Which one are you?
What was the last point we were talking about?
Before mom?
Yeah. No. Why were we talking about mom?
Because you said believing in God.
Yeah. So we were talking.
Bro, you need me on this podcast just to keep you on track.
I say that all the time. I need someone to rein me in. I
I'm not raining.
actually ask AI to do a review of the podcast, and that's one of the things. That's one of the cons was that I ramble.
AI told you that?
Yeah, and it
That's
said if
funny
you
as
want
fuck.
in a more polished podcast, you may want to look elsewhere.
I still love the video you have on YouTube where you're literally like holding the mic in your hand and you hit like 15 different poses within a minute because you just like cannot sit still while you're talking.
I know,
It is
right?
the funniest thing ever.
Am I doing? Oh,
It's like you do around the world. It's like you're dancing when you're just holding your mic and then you get really close to the camera and just stare directly into it.
So I don't want to. I've told you that you need to watch Ricky Stanecki. Very funny movie. But I'm gonna and remember that. Remember me holding the microphone because there's a big theme of that in Ricky Stanecki. There's a big theme that you don't realize until the kind of near the end. But
Well, now I'm gonna realize it.
no, I still don't think until they point it out. Maybe you will. So yeah. So here's the deal. When I did a video podcast with Tim Lytle, he was standing and he was holding his mic and okay, I get it. He's a movie producer and director and writer, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. That being said, his lighting is good. His camera is good. Everything's good. And so it looks so good. And I was like, oh, I can pull that off. But what I think I'm hearing you say, Trinity, and correct me if I'm wrong, what I think I'm hearing you say is I did not look good doing that.
I wouldn't say it
Hold
looked
on.
bad. It was just funny.
Yeah.
It's just like that is ADHD in a nutshell. You literally.
No, I don't have ADHD. I have. Hold on.
Are we in denial? I didn't
Hold
think
on.
we were in
Hold on.
Egypt.
Give me a sec. Can you keep the conversation going for a second? ADHD. Awesome. I'm just trying to come up with it's awesome.
This is why you cannot freestyle, sir.
No, I can't. Like literally, I have. So here's my problem.
He just says awesome.
Well, no, I have like 9 freestyles. Okay, maybe 4 freestyles, and of those 4 freestyles, all 4 of them are probably about some part of your mother's anatomy.
So
And even if so the bad thing is there's only 4 of them. The good thing is I can literally make it fit into to any genre of music. That's what she said. Oh, I guess I should have said that's what she said and then. Where should this have gone? Before or after? That's what she said.
He said you could fit it into like any style of music. So like, all right, I'm trying to like hear you do some like metal screams or some shit. Just like that ass.
So, well, that's how it was with Ski Yee.
Oh yeah, I sadly introduced him to that song.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have so many audio clips of him just screeching it.
Yeah. So the phrase, "What do you need to take your headphones off for this?"
No.
Oh,
go
I
for
guess
it.
yours. I think that what the line Trinity was referencing that was Bobby letting you know I want to stick it in Ski Yee, and then I come walking around the corner and Trinity's right there.
Jeez.
But I will say that was Trinity's response. Bobby's response.
Mom was livid. Livid.
Only because you heard.
Exactly.
And only because we know that over time this is going to manifest itself somehow and come out, and you'll be like, "Hey, remember that time?" And we'll have to be like, "Yes, we do. I'm sorry." So I'm just glad you don't hear most of my song. I will tell you this. Actually, as soon as we get done with this, I'm going to go clear my SD card in my car. Because if you want to hear some objectionable songs about mom, you should. Because in my dash cam,
split with you screaming at other drivers.
Yes. It would. It'd be Bobby Lynn, I want to stick it in. Motherfucker, get out of my way. Learn how to fucking drive. I know. I don't. And here's my thing. Generally, it's more of it. I know it sounds angry as I yell at other drivers, but I'm really just coaching them because it seems like they have a lack of information on the rules of the road.
Okay, wait.
Yes.
I know what makes you the most mad when
Yes.
driving. Zipper merges.
Yeah.
You lose your shit every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. I do. Do you know what a zipper merge is, Mr. Slasher?
No. That's
Okay,
my
a zipper
recollection.
merge would be like if a 2-lane highway was going to narrow down into 1 lane.
Oh, okay.
So what a lot of people do is, because this is what I hate about drivers. A lot of drivers think they're being nice, but they're being nice because they fucking don't know the rules of the road. So so that's called a zipper merge. When you're consolidating 4 into 3, 3 into 2, 2 into 1, you're consolidating 2 lanes. Well, the deal is you are supposed to merge where the 2 lanes meet, where the one narrows in. That is where you're supposed to merge. But everyone wants to merge like a mile back. So you have this one long line, and if you go down the right-hand side in that empty lane that's going to merge, you'll have people that'll swing out because they think that they're the protectors of the road. But if you literally go, and I will just say that we live in Kansas, so I can only speak for Kansas, but I almost guarantee if you go to any Department of Transportation, or which is KDOT in Kansas, which I guess would be UDOT in Oklahoma, I don't know, but Kansas Department of Transportation, and you search zipper merge, you will see a state trooper tell you exactly that I once was doing that, and a semi truck swung out at me, and I had to swerve to go around him, and I had my sunroof open, and I flipped him off, and I pulled over to the side of the road, and I was like, if he wants to pull over, and he slowed down to let me get in front of him. So then I got in front of him and I just went. But I was like, this guy is literally driving a truck for a living and doesn't know the rules of the road, and almost killed me. So yes. So a lot of time, so I will be corrective. I'll be like, but usually it's like, hey, motherfucker, don't you know what a solid white line means? And what I'm doing is I'm trying to convey the fact that a solid white line means you maintain your lane. So maintain your lane comes out of my mouth as motherfucker, don't you know what a solid white line means? Same exact thing. That's all I'm saying.
You remember when I was in middle school?
What was the
and
first thing I ever said that
You called someone a dickhead, and you tried to convince me that you didn't say that when I was
I said
no, he was like, I said jerkhead. I'm like, no, you said dickhead. I'm like, you said it.
So here I was very high and mighty back in the day. I
You
didn't
don't
want
think you still are?
yeah, but for different reasons. So back in the day, I didn't want my kids were they were our pride, our joy. I was like, I don't want them tainted with what other people say. In fact, I got so mad at a mother of a child Trinity's age, because she said shit twice in front of Trinity. Because I scared her. She said, oh shit. I was like, our kid's in the back seat. She goes, well, you scared the shit out of me. So she said it twice. And I was so mad that Trinity heard the word shit.
Bro, you cuss me out. You
So
cuss directly at me.
But that wasn't until you uttered the life-changing phrase. And so this is your fault. You said, because I said, when I said shit or something and you heard it, I go, I don't want you to hear that. The phrase that changed my life is when you said, I hear worse stuff than this at school every day.
Yeah.
And as soon as you said that, the floodgates opened. I was F-bombing everything. There was no holding back. I mean, Bobby is still appalled. I mean, I get it and I understand. But Yeah, that was. I'm gonna blame you. So yes, I'm gonna play victim at this point.
You've been playing the victim all episode.
Haven't I? I mean, I am a 56-year-old wife
let's
guy.
revisit
So
the
first
am I a
of all,
narcissist conversation.
no. First of all, as a 56-year-old white man in suburbia United States, I am one of the most marginalized, one of the most canceled people. I'm just kidding, man. My life is so easy. It really is. I mean, it is. And I know that, but I will tell everyone, I will use white privilege to my, I mean, I don't think I should have white privilege. I don't. But if I'm gonna have it, I mean, I'm not gonna use, like, that would be like someone breaking into your house and you having a gun and saying, I just don't want to use this right now. I just don't feel
exactly the same.
it is okay, not 100% the same, but like 69% the same.
First of all, what did you smoke before this?
That I
'Cause
smoked
you were
two.
losing it.
I know. I told. That's why RS11. That's the strain. We went by and we got Rainbow Sherbet 11.
Sherbet.
Yes.
Sherbert.
No. Please don't have a 141 IQ and say it's sherbet.
Aluminium.
Oh my gosh, I
Let me
would.
start speaking in pig Latin again.
No.
My dad will start crying if I speak to him in pig Latin because
No,
he does not understand it.
I
Those are
don't.
his exact words.
So here's my thing, and this is why I don't understand how you can do it. My thought with Pig Latin is I was too smart for it. Like you had to be fucking stupid. Like to understand Pig Latin, your IQ had to be like, I don't know, 110 or under, which I know is not stupid. Like people that'd be like, well, that's high normal. Okay, still normal isn't that word, okay? I mean, I know that's
Right.
I know, right? But I mean,
Don't say I know, Ray. I'm saying that at you, not at what you said.
oh man. I really can't wait. I need to get like not a
He
bushel.
is crying.
I know. I need not a bushel because it would go to waste. No, it wouldn't go to waste. But I need a bushel of Rainbow Sherbet.
Do you know what a bushel is?
11. No, I don't. But I know what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna hide it under a bushel.
So fucking dumb.
Sorry, that's a Christian school song. Sunday school song. I
Flaming bushes.
couldn't think of what. I'm like, what day of the week do you go to Christian school? Oh, it's Sunday.
Well, some people go every day.
Well, they
He
do.
is
You're right.
crying.
I am. I'm telling you, this is my favorite to podcast. This strain is by far my favorite to podcast on or with. Or I don't know what
Okay,
I'm.
wait. So do you think I'm stupid or just more smart that I can do pig Latin?
Can you give me till you're 25? I don't want
What
to
if I
say.
don't live that long?
Well, I guess it won't matter then. I guess my answer won't matter. I'm trying to. I think that maybe you're so smart that it's like going.
That I seem dumb.
Well, it's like going around the world. Like you go so far to the east that you end up back at the west.
You want to know a realization I had the other day?
What?
This show that I watch a lot, Steven Universe. I had the realization after watching it probably 4 or 5 times that there is not a single male character that is a gem. It took me that long. So sometimes I do convince myself I am stupid.
Not a what?
There's not a singular male, like, they're gemstones.
Oh,
They're all just women. And I didn't put that together until literally last week.
maybe they used to be men's names.
No. But,
I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there.
no, I literally just,
I needed a tissue. I was crying.
oh, Lord.
Oh my
Nah,
gosh.
I just don't register shit.
Okay. Oh, that was fun. I enjoy crying. I know. Gosh, get in that. That's why I wanted to get it before tonight. Woohoo!
You acted like I had to convince you.
I know. I know. But you got a
Wanted
meal.
to
You got a
be
meal
mine.
out of it.
Yeah, that's true. But I
That
also
is-
had to leave the house.
I know. Hold on, I get a sound for that.
You poor baby, you had to leave the house.
Yep.
Oh no. What are we gonna do, Trinity? You had to go and have some Mexican food. Put it in your belly. Go yum yum. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh,
Why do you have to
yeah.
hold your jaw like that when you talk with that voice?
I don't know. It's weird, right?
You can talk normal.
Can I? Let me try talking normal with this voice. No, that's freaky. I want to talk like this. This is cool. I sound like a cool platypus.
You are the reason I have migraines.
No, it isn't. The reason you have migraines is... Yeah, it's because of me. You're 100% right. But you know what can solve that?
Nothing. Sorry. Does that... I love that voice.
It's because squirrels are your best friend.
I know.
No.
No.
Fuck.
You know what? I am in a lot of anxiety right now. Our dog and our squirrels that I feed have become quite the TikTok stars. And if TikTok gets banned here, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because
I was actually gonna ask you about that. I was gonna ask your thoughts on that because like it's crazy because yeah, basically like the government's kind of given an ultimatum like either sell it to an American company or American like CEO and or banned gone by.
Well, see, here's what's going to happen. What they want, it's all about money. They want an American company to make this money. So we weren't smart enough to develop TikTok. They say that it's all about the rules. Like in China, they regulate how many hours a day, how many content, how often you can refresh. Like very like, you know, of course, everyone in America would freak out because it's I think 2 hours or less, like in a total day, and so that's what America says. Well, they don't put those restrictions on America because they want to addict people to them. So they're trying to say that, oh, we're doing this for your public safety, but my theory would be that once an American runs it, it's going to do the same fucking thing. They're not going to change a fucking thing. Americans will just be making money instead of the Chinese.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm usually on like YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels anyway. I'm not even really on TikTok. Like,
and so are you
Yeah.
fully off Instagram? So you had said because I
Nah.
still see you every once in a while. You'll like something. So I know you're still there. But you had mentioned that you were getting that you were thinking about leaving Instagram because of the algorithms, or as Trinity's grandfather, my dad would say,
Logarithms.
a logarithm. Yes.
I think that conversation made me feel so stupid. I was like, "Am I having a stroke?"
I
What
know,
is he
right?
Talking about
Because here's the thing with my dad, he would do it like he would talk about it so much that you would start thinking he would have been a great like police interrogator, like making you think you actually did. Like, am I
he
saying
says it
this
with
wrong?
So much confidence.
He does. No, it's a logarithm. No, I'm pretty sure it's not.
An
No, it's an
algorithm.
logarithm. No, it's a logarithm. You know what? I think Grandpa's right. Yeah,
Probably.
Trinity. I don't know why we've been saying it wrong all these years. Dumb us.
Yeah.
So okay, sorry. So you were contemplating a leave that has not happened as of yet. Is that still in, or can you even talk about it?
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. The only reason why I've kind of stayed is because with the whole just controversy around like that distribution company story I told you about, I'm just kind of
Right.
like I'm utilizing every single aspect possible to try to like just keep my brand alive on like a marketing standpoint. So I'm now like going from having to utilize yes and what I usually would have to now having to go back to what I was doing. So now I'm just on every social media platform except TikTok.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I ain't left yet.
So and also it's at King of Oklahoma on Instagram, and then also at Tribal Promotions. Is that correct?
I would like this. Yeah. I'd like to say like the whole King of Oklahoma name. There's been like 5 people that's been trying to like that's like tried to have the same username like, and then they have to like they're forced to like add numbers or like do underscores or some shit like that. It's so fucking funny. I'm like, some mini me's.
Yeah, but that's pretty. I mean, that's pretty good. It's nice when you have the original.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was funny. So I will often reference this as TSG, and there's some new movie that came out, and it's actually an Academy Award winning movie, and it was done by TSG Productions. And Bobby pointed that out to me and Trinity. Trinity's like, "Oh, you're gonna get sued," and I'm like, "I've been doing this for years." So I don't know if that's right. They could have been doing it for many more years than me, but I just thought that was the best retort at that point. So so before we wrap up, because I had promised Trinity TMJ5K that we would keep this to about an hour because they reminded me that this is their spring break. And they had
Yes,
other
yes.
spring breaky things to do than hang out with their dad in the living room / studio. What's the next biggest thing? What should everyone be looking for you?
New single dropping on the 22nd, Psych Ward Faction with Lone Star. Y'all, everybody check that out when it drops, March 22nd, which is, this month. Yeah.
So that's about 10 days away. And so for everyone that follows at the Stone Genius on Instagram, I will make sure that I post that information when that song drops, because I will hear about that. And I will also make sure that I continue to try to promote your page when I remember. I am horrible at social media, but when I can, King of Oklahoma and at Tribal Promotions. So we'll do that as well. So I know that as usual, I dominated the conversation here, and then with Trinity here trying to keep me in line, I feel like we barely heard from you. But I'm so glad that you're on the program. And I do know that as soon as you set your first live date, maybe not your first one, because it will be up to you whether you'd want us there or not. Trinity and I are going to try to hit the road, and I'm sure Bobby will go with us as well. But we can't wait for that day, because we're excited about that.
Yay, road trip with you.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
So Trinity seems very excited. So it sounded
If
like
you ain't driving, it's fine.
So that is probably best, actually. I mean, I can't. The whole reason I am looking forward to self-driving cars is just because I don't want to worry. It's not about me, as I don't want to worry about other drivers. Plus, I want to be able to put Trinity and the dog in the car and just say, bring them back in 3 hours. And then I have 3 hours that I can run around the house naked. Yeah. Hey, 918 Slasher, thank you so much for being back on the program. Trinity Mae Johnson O'Brien Mahaffey McGillicuddy III, thank you for being on the program.
No problem.
I know. So many names I have to remember. You're so lucky. Except when it's time to monogram. Hey-o. Okay. Everyone, my name's Ro. I'm the Stone Genius. You've been listening to my youngest child, the smartest person I'm around on a daily basis, Trinity Mae Johnson O'Brien Mahaffey McGillicuddy O'Brien III. Did I say O'Brien twice that time? I think I did. Shoot.
I don't know.
So TMJ5K, thanks for being on the program. 918 Slasher, thanks for being a friend of the program. Thanks for asking me to do the first 10 seconds of that song. That was so much fun.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And I'll tell you, for those that don't know what we're talking about, at some point, I think hidden behind a paywall on Patreon, I'm going to release what I sent to 918 Slasher, because like I said, it was about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes of me just trying to rattle off 10 seconds at a time. Probably a lot of it incoherent babble, but I'm glad that you were able to find something. But thanks for being a friend of the show, and thanks for coming back.
Hell yeah, man.
Okay. We'll talk to everyone. Thanks for listening to the podcast. My name's Ro. I'm the Stone Genius. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.